Alright, this might not be the best time of the day to do this because it's still bright and sunny, and this has just gotten in shade, so the plants have been in sun all day. But I planted this bed a couple of days ago, and I want to record what I planted in here so that I can remember later on. And I think that and know, you know, if something doesn't come back or do well. So I've brought my tags out here, and I'm gonna kind of talk about each plant and record each one here. So this is a Fatha Gilla. It's Mount Airy Fatha Gilla, flowering shrub that likes sun to partial shade and grows 5 to 6 feet tall and wide. Pretty drought tolerant. These things get really, really pretty fall colors. So I can't wait to see how beautiful that looks in the fall, and has beautiful spring colors as well. So I hope that likes it here. This is a Bobo Hydrangea, and it's looking a little peaked here because the blooms are just so heavy for this immature plant. And so I think I definitely need to prune it this winter so that the branches can get stronger, thicker and stronger, and be able to hold up these heavier blooms. Plus I just planted it, and it is July. So here is the tag, Bobo Hydrangea. This only gets 2.5 to 3 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide. Hardying zones 3 to 8, sun or part shade. All right, there's a close-up. All right, and now I just got one of each of those two shrubs, but I got 5 of these roses. These are knockout roses, and they're called coral. Let's see here, coral knockout rose. Full sun, 4.5 feet tall and wide, zones 5 through 10. And I'm excited for these. I think these are going to be really, really pretty along here and add a lot of color. So I put 2 of them right here, and then I've got 3 of them in the next grouping. This next plant, let me get a little closer to it. This is very, very interesting. I think it is so pretty. It's got, you know, dark green leaves. It's got green and white leaves, solid white leaves, pink leaves. It looks like they come out pink to start with, then they turn white, then they start getting green spots on them, and then they get more and more green spots. I mean, more and more green and fewer spots, and get darker and darker as they age. This is called a Snow and Summer Asiatic Jasmine ground cover. And so, let me get the tag here. And it says it goes sun to shade. It's only 8 to 10 inches tall, 24 to 30 inches wide. So pretty excited about that, because I think that'll fill in this whole area here, hopefully. I got 2 of those. So there's one there and one here, and they're near the front of the bed, near the rocks. So let's move over. This rhododendron was here when we moved in a couple months ago, so it is a rhododendron, but I did not plant it, and it wasn't in good shape. And I fertilized, and I've got some new growth on it, and I'm pretty happy with the progress that it's made so far. I think it'll start looking better, even better next year. Here's some more of those knockout roses. Let's see if I can find some new growth on this, new buds. Here we go. That's not new, but they start out dark, and then as they get older, they get a lighter pink, you know, fading to white. So I think got a lot of faded ones that I need to prune. I don't have to prune it, but it'll look better if I did. Then I've got 5 plants of, 7 lavenders. And I thought I was buying all the same lavender, but I didn't. I bought 2 different kinds. So the 2 that are blooming right now, I believe, are this Hidcote lavender. And 12 to 24 inches, zones 5 to 9. And then the 5 that aren't blooming, I believe, are this Phenomenal lavender. And looks like they grow a little bit taller, and they're 5 to 8 instead of 5 to 9. So we'll see. I might end up moving. You know, if they look too funny together, I might end up moving the 2 of the Hidcotes. And as we move down here, we've got another selection of shrubs. I've got a double play doozy reblooming spirea, and it has started reblooming. Let's see if we can get in here. Double play doozy reblooming spirea. And let's see if we can get it open. 2 to 4 feet, 2 to 3 feet tall and wide, and 2 to 4 foot spacing. And hardy in zones, the wind is blowing, 3 to 8. And I think that's really pretty. The leaves start out real pink, and then they start turning greener and greener, and then you get nice pink blooms. Got another hydrangea here. This one has stronger stems and lighter blooms. This is a little quickfire. I think that's really pretty. It's holding up a lot better. Here it is, little quickfire. And let's get this open. 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. Hardy to zones 3 through 8, and it likes sun or part shade. So I think that's really pretty. Let's go over here and get some more tags as we look at this. This is still in the sun a little bit. I did not get a tag on this one. It did not come with a tag, but I've got the pot so that I know what it is, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to get this recorded, so that I could remember which variety this is. Of course, it's a St. Johnswort, but it's Magical Red Flame is the one that it is. And so these are really cool. Let me see if I can find one. They start out, this one's kind of yellow. They start out with yellow, and then they get yellow flowers, and then that center turns redder and redder and starts, after the flower petals fall off, and it looks like a red berry in the center. I don't see any. I just had some yellow flowers on it, but they aren't, they've all dropped off by now. Okay, this is the last shrub in this bed, and probably my favorite. I love Vitexes, or chase trees, and this one is called Flipside, and the reason it's called Flipside, let's see if we can see, the back of the leaf is purple. Same color as the flowers, almost. And so different times of the day, as the leaves are turned up, it really has this real great purple look to a lot of the leaves. And then the ones that aren't turned up, you know, have this nice chartreusey green color. And so it makes for just a really, really pretty contrast and quite a show. And I'm pretty excited. I've got another Vitex in another bed on the other side of the house, and it's a different variety, but I think I'm going to want to get more varieties of these Vitexes because I just love them. Here's the tag. So it grows 6 to 8 feet tall and 8 to 10 feet wide. Zones 7 says down to zone 7 hardiness, up to zone 9 heat. There we go. Just love that. Okay, and the last thing I planted in here was a grass. It's variegated. And I did not get a tag on this one either, but I do have the pot, and the pot just says grass Acorus variegatus. So it's just a variegated grass. And I looked it up. It doesn't get much taller than it is now. It stays low. It's not going to get real tall. So I like that there on the end, because we walk up. This is our walkway to the front of the house, and we kind of use that rock to get up there sometimes for a shortcut. But here's the bed again, and I think it's going to be really pretty when things fill in. It's got a lot of different color. It's got your reds and whites and chartreuse and some dark green, and I think it'll be really pretty.